Alright guys, your boy P with you one more time, and again this time around I just want to follow up on that installation of the Proxmox virtualization environment on the PowerEdge Dell on R710. Again, remember guys, we went ahead and boot from the USB where we have the ISO file that we created with Rufus as a DD image instead of an ISO file to avoid error. So without further ado, we're gonna go forward with the Proxmox virtual environment installation. So here it is, guy, right on the monitor. Again, guys, you can pick right here if you want to go on debugging mode, on a rescue boot, or test your memory. I will just go ahead and pick the first one and click enter, and the installer will begin. Is that easy? Is that simple? And here we go. And if everything works okay, we shouldn't have any error. And it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going, and boom. Beautiful, just the way that it should. I was having an error through this installation because I created a regular ISO image. As soon as I decided to do a DD image instead using Rufus, all of the errors went through with no problem. And guys, as you notice, now I can actually use a mouse. Very nice. So here is your license user agreement. You may want to agree to that, and on the bottom right just click agree. And here is Proxmox. Now guys, I want you to pay close attention because here on the bottom is where you're going to have the options of where you want to install Proxmox. Noted that Proxmox I have, this is the hard drives that I have available. If you remember, I created a RAID array on different hard drive, and I'm going to use this little one over here. For me is 278 gigabytes, and then I have one with about 800 and something gigabyte, and another one with almost 4 terabytes. So the first one I'm going to choose is this one here on the top, and that's what we want to install. So we're just going to go ahead and click next. Now guys, he is asking you for your country. Of course, for me it is United States, and you want to pick your time zone. Now the closest one to me will be New York. So I'm just gonna go ahead and choose New York, and English as the layout for the keyboard, and click on next. Now guys, here's where you're gonna set up your awesome super duper secret password, and you need to enter an email. Yes guys, it needs to be a valid email because your Proxmox will like to send you emails in case something falls or something drops or there's an error or somebody's trying to hack your virtual server or any appliance that you have in your virtualization. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter my super duper secret password. Guys, try to make it complex, easy for you, difficult for anybody else to guess. And we're gonna go ahead and confirm one more time by entering that password again, and which will be golden. Then we're gonna go forward and enter that email. For me is gonna be my Gmail. Okay. Sorry guys about that. I'm doing this with one hand. And after you enter your email, you go ahead and click on next. And I did not enter the password correctly, so I need to go back and fix that. The password must match. Okay, sorry about that guys. And one more time, here we go. And we should be fine. Now we're gonna go ahead and click next. Now guys, here we go. Here's just a little summary that is telling you what it's about to do, and of course it's going to tell you exactly what is going to be your network setting. Now my Dell PowerEdge, I set it up to be as DHCP. I did not set it up to be static at this point. I could do so if I needed to, but for the purpose of this training I just left it as DHCP. And using a management interface, mine is EN2, and of course Here, where it says the host name is what you're gonna name it, whatever you want to be called. Some people leave it as default. I like to call it. Remember, this is important because it be a fully qualified domain name for the host names. So I'm just gonna call this Garcia Pedro. And if I can only spell today, it's one of those days. Garcia Pedro.com, which is one of the domain I currently own. And we're just gonna go ahead and click next. Again, before I go, there's my IP address. It is a site of 24, which means it's 255.255.255.0. And there's my gateway, which I can use as my DNS server as well. So guys, here's a summary of everything that you have done. If you like this and if you agree, just click install and go for it. Guys, pretty much this is it. This is how you will go about and install Proxmox on your Dell PowerEdge R710. As soon as this is finished, we can go ahead and move on to the next video, which is configuring and setting up your Proxmox virtualization environment. All right, so I'll see you in the next video.